Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do part 2 of the book we're working on here. It's Wonderland Animals, and I cannot pronounce the name of the person who does the drawings, so I'll leave that down in the description box for you. I'll also leave a link to where you can get the book. We're working on this little page here. We've got our little puppy here. It's a wolf pup or whatever you want to call it. Wolf, husky, whatever. We're working with our Tombows first for a base, and we're using the Caran d'Ache board here. You have a rough side and a shiny side, and we're using it on the shiny side. We're going to work on a couple of the other areas here, like the bunny coats, the bunnies themselves. We got pillows, the suitcases, and we're going to leave the clouds for last. But I brought out some colors to do some of the work here. Let's see. I believe it's these 2, 3 here for the coats. So the numbers for this is 5, 6, 5, and then adding a little bit more blue to the purplish color is a 5, 2, 6. This might even be used for something else, I'm not sure. And the kind of fluff around here is going to be done in 553, which is more of a soft lilac-y color. So the coats are going to be like a deep purple blue with a lilac fluff. And I'm using the colorless blender to put this down with, just because you put it down as is really dark, and I kind of want to mix these colors to get the color I want. So I'm going to be using the board. So we're just going to put these 2 down like that, just a little swiggle. Might want to put more. I have 2 coats. One little coat for the one down at the bottom, one little coat for the one on the top. And we will just add those 2 together. This one here is for the little fluff that goes around, and it's just a soft color. Okay, I may not end up using that too much. I put a little of it in here and just mix it, and it gets a different color. We're going to go in to this little bunny down here. Put it in the shadows first. Try not to get our hand in it. And now that it has less color on it, we're going to bring that out. And then we're going to do the bottom. Okay, I'm going to turn it just a tiny bit here. Okay, something like that. I want them a little darker, but we're going to use that as a base. We'll go in with pencil, and we're going to do the same thing to the little guy that's up here. Go in where it's dark. Okay, let that dry. And we'll get some of the light color and do the little fluffing in here. Okay, and the guy up here. Okay, then we're going to take that color, the one we just did the fluffing in, and we're going to add just a touch of this color into that. Mix it really well. Maybe a touch of that. We're going to do the cementy kind of area here. It's going to be a bluish color. We're going to add gray on that when we get the pencil into it. Okay, and I think this little pillow over here, in fact, I'll throw a little gray into it. It's N55. Just right into the whole mix here. Just mix those two up. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a bluer gray. I think we'll add that in here too. Okay. I think that might be a good color for clouds, but I'm going to leave those alone. But I am going to take a little of that and shade in our bunny. So we'll just take a bit and add in a shadow down here and on their feet. tiny bit around the nose, mouth, just right up here by the eyes. Need a little bit more of that. Tiny bit on the ear there. There. And up on this bunny. Tiny bit in the ear. This ear is behind, so it can have a little bit of a shadow. These little feet. Okay. And I'm thinking it's going to be brown and kind of orangish up there, so we can wipe these off. I'm going to leave that color, but take those two colors off. So I don't need those to be mixed up with anything. Just a little water will take that off. Okay, we're going to put in the pinky tone and a purple. So this is a lavender and this is a mauve. And we'll be mixing those two up. Make sure this is clean. Just like that. And I want to do this pillow in this color. And then the ruffle, I think we'll add a little bit of this gray color to here. Okay, we're going to add in, I think that's going to be our only that color. I'm going to wipe that off. And then we'll use some brown. So I have a burnt sienna and a chocolate. I'll leave all the numbers down below. Do the suitcase here. I hope you can see while you're up there. I didn't even think about that. We're going to mix these two and then leave them unmixed because I want some darker areas there. So we're going to take this around the suitcase. Darken it around this edge by just putting a touch more chocolate in there. Go in with the chocolate, and we're going to add a tiny bit of black in there and get the cat hair off. Just a touch. We're going to go around the little area here. Just kind of dot some of that color in there. Give it a little texture. Should quit playing with it. I'm going to use pencil in there. Okay, for a couple of other areas, we have a pillow over on this side and kind of a, I don't know, napkin or a tablecloth. And I'm going to bring in 26, which is a brighter kind of goldy color, and a let's tone it down color. Just a ochre kind. And we're just going to dip it right in, mix those two together, keep it on this side, bring over some of that if you want. We're going to do, it's got stripes, so we'll put some stripes in here. There we go. And then this guy up here. It's got polka dots. We'll do the polka dots with the Posca pen. I'm not going to play around with those. Darken that just a little bit there. And down there. And we'll throw a little of that in the suitcase too. We're going to take a little of that color and put it in the pillow a bit. Tone down that brighter pink. The stripe coming down can be a green, tealy color like we had up there. I'll just grab whatever this is, 192, throw a little of that brown in there, and just bring down some green. Then we should probably have grab the purple with a little tiny green in it and do this one. Shadow that, and then we have another one up here. Oh, we'll do that in a brown color. And then we have a little banner. Joy. Let's start with a green and put some green flags in there. Some of that purplish color. And we'll grab some of that teal, throw some of that in there. It's the color we put on his fluff there. Throw a little of that over there. Okay, so that I can tell that is part of this pillow. Hopefully I have enough of that. There. Okay, everything touched with some of this, except for the stars around his head, which I'm going to do in stickles. Okay, I can get rid of this and we can get down and do some pencil work. Okay, down we go. Gonna do the suitcase first because I got a bunch of browns. A walnut brown for the darker parts, Bister, burnt sienna, and raw umber. So we'll go in with the raw umber first. Okay, go in with the Bister. I need a point on that. There we go. Go in with a little bit of the burnt sienna. You notice I'm not making it smooth. I want it kind of chunky, look like it's worn. Kind of distressed looking. This is the walnut brown. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little bit of nougat. And a touch of burnt umber. Okay, not quite as dark as I want, so I'm going to get a tiny bit of distress ink out here. Give me one of these little stick things. One of those has got to be a brown tone. Then again, maybe it's not. I'll put a little gathered twigs on that. I'll probably, boy, this is not, that's not gathered twigs. There we go. The lids on these got mixed up. That could have been fun. Okay, I'm going to put some gathered twigs on that. Which is a brown tone. I have no idea what color is on this stick, but we're just going to add a little of that in there. and darken that up a bit. Let that dry. Okay, oh, we can use a little bit of that on the pillow here too, just to darken. Some of that, and up here, just to add that in there. Oops, sorry. Scratch there. Okay. Gonna take in our raw umber and just go around the edge of this. Okay, going to put a little bit of Caput Mortuum in our pillow here. And a little Caput Mortuum violet in here. Going to take our eraser Just adding little highlights in the ruffles. Pulling some of that out so it'll look like a little more of a ruffle. We're going to add a little white in there too, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to change this to a gray, so we're going to find the warm grays that we have out, or cold grays. I think they're cold grays. So I'm going to use cold gray 1 and cold gray 4. So I'm going to have to move the book just a tiny bit here because I want my lines going the right direction. These are the same colors we used in our little puppy. So our lines. Then like our little shadows here. Okay, going down this way. Okay, we're going to turn it a little bit more this way. And a shadow on this side going towards the other side, leaving the middle empty. So we're going to darken this side also a little bit. We're taking in our other gray. That's a different color. I believe there's a black tablecloth under here. Okay, and we're going to work on this pillow. We're going to put the gray in here too. light gray. We're also going to throw in a little darker blue in there. Coats. Let's see how this goes. I've pulled out a couple of colors. We have a blue, we have purple, we have a violet, and none of them sharpened. And for the little fluff there, we have a sky blue. So we're going to sharpen all of those and see how it goes. So we'll go in first with our our indigo, and darken these ruffles, folds in the fabric. And then just darken right in there. Okay, now we're going to take in some Indanthrene blue. Bring back in the indigo. We're going to darken this area in here. Okay, then we're going to bring in our sky blue. going to bring in some white. This is the Holbein 501. Make sure there's no color on the tip. Well, that was an interesting sound. And go back in with, yeah, we'll just do this in the blue, the Indanthrene blue. Just darken those up again. That's working. Takes me a while to get clothing done, but we're gonna play with it until I like it. Pull in a little black if I can find a black pencil out here. I think I brought it out. Yep. Just touch up a little darkness in the shadowed areas here. Okay, the blue down here, we're just going to kind of ruffle little circles. I know it's supposed to be fluffy, but it's just going to be not like his hair, just fluffy hair. Then we'll bring the white in. Okay, now the bunny's face. Oh, they're going to be little white bunnies, so they get a little gray down here. I get the lighter gray to do this first. That needs to have a little point. Tiny bit of pink. Had pink pencils out here. Yeah, I did. Somewhere. We'll just grab the cinnamon. Add a little in the ear, a little on his nose. tiny bit under the eyes here, just slightly. We can even throw some of that in the pillow, just so we have some more color over there. I don't know if you can see me doing that in the pillow. Just adding it in the ruffles, a little bit in the pillow itself. There we go. I might as well put it up here in his bunny while we're here. So if I lose it, I don't know, at least I put it in the bunny. I'll put the pencil down. Okay, now a little tiny bit of white. Oh, I hope I don't have blue on that. Well, I could break the lead doing that though. Okay, that's interesting. We'll just break that a little bit. Oh, sorry. It's going to be a little too sharp. But we'll just gently use it on his little pink cheeks. Both of their ears. Yep, I knew that was going to break, but I was going to use it as long as I could. I'd have to get another one of these out. Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay. You find a pencil you like, you get it in bulk. So I have a lot of these. There we go. We're going to lighten that just a little on his forehead. All right, we need a black something, and I know I have a pen. Okay, this is a Pigman Micron Sakura pen in 03. We're going to do the eyes here. Down good enough for that. Okay, we're just going to go around the eye. Okay, make it nice and dark. We're going to do the same thing with this guy up here. We'll put little dots in their eyes in a little bit. We're going to go around all the, get off the paper, the suitcase here too, because it needs to be a little more everybody wants to get on the page. Detailed here. Okay, that works. Get a little more detail there. I think we'll have to do it in the pillow here. Yeah, I think I'll do that table too. And these little puffies over here, I don't know if I want to do them with this pen, but all this is supposed to be a darker color too. The tiny little knots at the top. And then the fluff comes down. I'm going to put another little stitch line in here. Okay. I'm going to do the other bunny's coat. And then this little black thing under here we'll just do with a, maybe I'll make it blue. This little thing here, indigo. It's got a little blue on the page. Might as well just do that. There's not much of it. There. Add a little of that into that too. I got to get a little closer to it and drop something on the floor. Blue better over there, and just a touch up here. Little sky blue. I had another blue. They were all trying to jump on the desk and I had to move them. This is the Indanthrene blue. A little bit of the white. Back in with the blue. Sorry. Duster, found it yesterday. I couldn't. Just a little bit more white in there. Okay, light gray. This is not you. Where's the light gray? There you are. I'm going to add a little shading to this bunny. Just want to darken her coat up a little bit. Okay, seems to me that we have the clouds to do. Wanted to put a light spot in there. Our little, get one of these. This is green gold. Get a green, earth green. This paper is very textured, so if you want to get a sharper line on that, you got to keep your pencils pretty sharp. Get it down into the grooves in the paper. Do this one in a little bit more of a lighter blue here. That's the sky blue. Okay. It's looking good. I'm going to put a little highlight in this pillow here with a little of that white. It'll also blend it down a little bit. And now all I have to figure out is how to do the clouds. Okay, clouds, and then I have the little stars, but I was going to do those in stickles. They're light enough to do that. So if I take the gray, no, I'm going to have to take a blue, a light blue. Do I have a light blue out here? What is 553? Let me check my color chart here. Let's see what color is the lightest blue I have in the Tombows, because I think that would be an easy way to do it. Turn the page. 553 is Misty Purple. Misty Purple wouldn't be bad. I have a sky blue. Kind of like the idea of the purple. Well, let's see what we can do here. Number one, need space for it. Get rid of all that. It's best if you use water so you don't have any remnants of color on there, but since I can't find the color of this Brenda, I'll just grit out another one. Yeah. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. Make some room here for me. We'll try this little cloud down here because it's the closest. We'll add a little of that, like in the bottom, going up the side a little bit. And then we'll wipe out what we have and blend it. I think that'll work. Gotta be a little careful. We'll pick up some of the color if you used it down there. So we just want to add it up here. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll add some of that in there too. Right in here. Darken that up a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll blend it out into nothing. Add some around the hat. Cool. Okay. Oh, well, let's not take off that end. Let's find the cap that you threw on the table. Whoops. All right. We have to put white Posca in everybody's eyes. There we go. So, little bunny. Bigger bunny. You've got some. Anything else that needs a little bit of Posca? Put some here. I'm just fluffing up her fluff on the coat here. Gonna outline these a little bit more, just to soften that up. Okay. Debating. But I'm going to leave it as it is with a little bit of stickles on it. So we're going to do the stars. I'm pretty sure you can see them. They're very light. Then we're just going to go in with diamond stickles in them. Let's see. Here we go. And since we have sparkles up there, we're going to do the pearls. The little fluff balls. And some in the area. We'll put some on our tabletop here. Some in our pillow. This pillow. The accents here. Thinking the clouds. And these little fringes on this side. There we go. That brings a sparkle all through the page. I don't know if you can see that, so hold on. So we'll try to get it to sparkle in the lights. Then you might be able to catch it. I can't see what the camera's doing, so it'll dry and it'll be really pretty. I'll leave a picture at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care. Bye now.